Hello, welcome back to Mr. M's virtual classroom. Okay, this is lesson 3 of construct 3. For the first session, okay, what we did is, okay, I go through with you, okay, how to create your own account, okay, and then after that, okay, you created, okay, the maze. Okay, I am very sure, okay, you did something which is much better than what you see on screen. Okay, in the second session, okay, I teach you how to actually create, all right, your player. Okay, the player that I created, okay, looks something like this. Okay, a small little bug, all right, and at the same time, okay, I actually go through with you how to actually control the movement of your player. Okay, so today, okay, in session 3, I will teach you how to create, okay, your enemy. Okay, so I am not going to actually recreate from scratch my enemy. I'm going to actually use the same sprite as what you have, okay, with regards to the player. Okay, what I'm going to do, all right, I'm going to clone this. Okay, cloning and copy is two different things. Okay, when you copy, what happens is that, okay, whatever that you did for your copied sprite, okay, the one that you copy will always have the same behavior, the same color, everything the same. Yeah, but when you clone, okay, you have the capacity to actually change. Okay, you can change the behavior, you can change the color, you can change the shape. All right, so basically, okay, what it tells you is that, okay, the clone copy, okay, you can actually make it into something different than what you have from the original one. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to clone this now. Okay, what I need to do is just click on the player first. Okay, right click, and what you need to do is, okay, copy here, clone object type, just click on it. Okay, and your cursor, all right, will change into a plus sign. Just left click and you will actually see your clone object. It is named by default as player 2. So what we are going to do, we are going to change it as enemy. Okay, all right, so what we're going to do now, okay, let me just show you. All right, what happens is that, okay, it will still have the behavior of your player. If let's say you to click, okay, still have the behavior of an 8 direction. Okay, you still have the same size as your player, it have the same colors. So now we just want to differentiate so that it doesn't look anything like the player. Okay, so that you know which one is which. Yeah, so what we are going to do is, we are going to, okay, go to the editor, just double click, okay, and it will go to the editor. So now we are going to actually change the color. Okay, maybe I do not want it to be red. Okay, I want it to be something of a different color. Okay, maybe I want it to be purple. Okay, but ultimately the choice is yours lah. Yeah, okay, you can choose whatever color that you fancy. So once I have already selected the color that I want, okay, it will be shown here. Okay, and I will just use the fill bucket. Okay, I want to change the red into something purplish, so I will just point my paint bucket onto that red color and just left click. All right, as simple as that. Yeah, so if let's say you're okay with that, okay, you can just close it. Okay, so this one will be the enemy. Okay, where do you want to position it? Anywhere. All right, for now we'll just have one. Okay, and at the same time, okay, what we're going to do is, we are going to actually change the behavior. Okay, so the enemy over here, all right, what it does is that it will actually search for the player. Okay, and it will try its best to actually destroy it or touch it. Okay, so once the enemy touches your player, okay, your player will be destroyed. Okay, so we are going to actually do some behavior to it. Yeah, okay, so just click on your enemy. Okay, go to behavior. Okay, what we need to do is we are going to actually delete off this. Okay, so right click and then delete. We are going to add new behavior. Okay, what's the behavior? Just scroll down until the bottom. Okay, choose path finding. Okay, once done, you can close it. Right, but at this point of time nothing will happen. Okay, let us just try and see what it will do. Okay, just click on the preview. Okay, as you can see, all right, the enemy doesn't do anything, it will just stay there. Okay, so the only thing that is moving at this point of time is the player, because okay, I use my arrow key, okay, to move okay, inside the game area. Okay, what we're going to do now, okay, we are going to actually do a very simple code, okay, to get the enemy over here to actually search for the player or the beetle. Okay, let me just close this first. Okay, if you were to look at the top part of your screen over here, okay, you'll see by now, of course, since you are using it free, okay, they will always try to get you to actually purchase a license. Yeah, okay, start page for this one, probably you don't need it at this point of time. Okay, if you want to, you can always add on, okay, another layout. All right, so what you'll have would be layout 1, okay, and just beside it will be event sheet. Okay, so what is event sheet? Okay, beside having behavior, okay, event sheet give additional instruction, okay, to your sprite, okay, what it need to do. Okay, if let's say if it needs to react with another sprite, okay, so you will need to have, okay, some kind of script, okay, to give it extra, you know, information of what to do next. Yeah, okay, so if you were to look at the layout and the event sheet, okay, look at your property bars over here, right? Okay, so layout 1 will always go with event sheet 1, because what happened is that, okay, you only have one layout, one event sheet, so it's pretty much easy to actually understand this. So if let's say you have a additional layout, okay, you will need to add on another event sheet, okay, if you require them to have extra information or extra instruction. Okay, but for now, okay, for this particular game, I'm only going to actually use one layout and one event sheet, so it is quite impossible for you to actually okay, confuse yourself. So this is quite easy. Yeah, okay, let us just go to the event sheet first. All right, so what we're going to do, okay, so add event. Okay, so we are going to click on the enemy. All right, and we are going to tell the computer, okay, or the system, okay, whenever it is created, okay, so whenever it's created, what is the first thing that the enemy needs to do? Okay, all right, so we are going to enemy will find path. Okay, why find path? Okay, because it will need to know, all right, the way to actually find your player. Okay, so we will need to actually specify, okay, what is it that the enemy needs to find? Okay, what is the path? All right, since your player is constantly moving, so there will be no specific coordinate for you to put here. So what you can do, all right, so we are going to have a player over here. Okay, depending if let's say you name it as something else, you won't be able to actually see this, but just to make sure, okay, your icons or your icon of your player will be beside, okay, the name that you're going to choose. So if let's say if it's not player, maybe you put it as bug, okay, you will have the bug icon just beside it. So just click on that one. Okay, let me try again. Okay, I'm just going to click and then .x, okay, because this is a 2D platform, 2D games, all right, so it have only two axes, x and y. Okay, if let's say you're doing a 3D game, okay, it will have 3 axes lah, x, y and z. Okay, so if let's say you want to know more, okay, please all right, feel free to find out a bit more. Yeah, so again, player, let's click that, and then .y. Okay, all right, so what it says over here, okay, once it finds it coordinate, okay, of the player, and then it will, okay, start looking for the nearest path to actually reach to the player. Okay, so once it's done, okay, just click on the done button. Okay, that will be one. Then again, add event, okay, enemy on arrive. Okay, click on next. All right, what does it do? So once it arrive, okay, sometime, okay, what happened is that, okay, your player will not be there anymore. It will still need to go and find the path. Why? Because, all right, like I said just now, your player might not be there anymore because it will constantly moving. Okay, so you will need to get it to okay, constantly go and find, okay, the player again. So this one will be X. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, this one will be player.y. Okay, player.y. Okay, and then done. Right, so let me just go through this. Okay, when it is created, okay, when you start the game, okay, the first thing that your enemy will need to do, okay, it will need to find, okay, where is your player. Okay, so once it find the player, it will need to go to that particular location. Okay, but when the enemy, okay, don't find your player at that particular location, it will not stop. What happens is that it will still go and find, okay, another path to the player. Okay, third line, okay, enemy, okay, if it doesn't find the player, okay, on fail to find. All right, if it fails to find, is it going to stop? No. Okay, it will still, okay, try and find, okay, the path to the player again. So enemy, okay, again find path, okay, as what we did just now. Okay, player, click on the player dot x, okay, coordinate of x, and then player, okay, dot y, okay, coordinate of y, and then done. Okay, so if it fails to find the path, okay, the enemy will not stop. It will still go and find, okay, the player. All right, so last one, okay, enemy on path found. Okay, so what it will do is it will, okay, follow that path and try to get the player. Okay, so enemy, okay, will move along path. Okay, so let me just okay, pause here, okay, so that you can copy this. Tell you again, okay, the sequence. Okay, when it start off, all right, okay, when the game started, enemy will immediately go and find the path to the player. Okay, so when the enemy actually find the path and when it arrive, okay, as I told you earlier, okay, the player will constantly be moving. All right, so that's the reason why, okay, if it fails, okay, to find the path, or maybe, okay, when they are there and then the enemy the player is gone, okay, it will still need to actually search a new path to the player. So okay, it will constantly be doing this. So when it found the path, and then it will start moving, okay, along the path. So this is basically the rationale, okay, for this particular script over here. Okay, so we are going to see whether, okay, this works. All right, what you need to do is click on preview. Okay, maybe I make it a bit bigger so that we can see this quite clearly. You can see that, okay, now, all right, okay, it some kind of having its own AI, okay, artificial intelligence. It have its own brain to actually, okay, move and then try to actually, okay, touch, okay, the player. Yeah, okay, it will constantly move, okay, until it touches the player. Okay, so if let's say you stop moving, what happens is that it will just, okay, stick to you, okay, like this. Okay, let me just close it again. All right, so now what can we do? All right, so when, okay, the enemy touches the player, okay, like I said just now, the player will be destroyed. So that is exactly what we are going to do. All right, so add event again. Okay, so enemy on collision. All right, collision with what? With your player, and press OK. Done. Yeah, so what happened to the player? Okay, so the player will be destroyed. So what happens is that add action. Okay, click on player, scroll down until you see, okay, under miscellaneous, destroy, and then click on next. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, let me just increase the size again. Okay, try to run away. Okay, maybe somewhere around here I got lost. Okay, so when it touches you, then you're gone. Okay, but there's a problem over here. Okay, suddenly it become unplayable because, okay, your player is no longer there. Okay, so we are going to add, okay, one more line. Okay, so what happened over here is, okay, we can do this, add action, system, all right, will restart. Okay, over here, system will restart layout. Okay, what happens is that it will go, okay, to the very beginning. Okay, let us just see. Okay, so I try to run away. Okay, and then suddenly I got stuck over here. I can't move. Can you see that? Okay, it restarted back. Right? Okay, but alright, it started very abruptly. Yeah. Okay, so can we do something about that? Of course we can. Yeah. Okay, so what we can do? Okay, we are going to add something again under add action. Okay, we are still at this line, line 5. All right. Okay, just add action. Okay, system, scroll down right to the bottom. Okay, click on wait. Alright, so maybe I'm going to wait for about 3 seconds, okay, before it started. Okay, but because this is in sequence, alright, this wait 3 seconds, it have to be before system restart layout. Okay, so what you can do, okay, are you going to redo that again? No need. Yeah, what you can do is click on it and hold and then drag up. Alright, so what happens is that, okay, when the enemy touches the player will be destroyed. Okay, the system will wait for about 3 seconds before it restart the whole thing. Okay, let us see what happened over here. Okay, I'm gonna run away. Run, come on, run. Oh no, I'm stuck. There you go. So you'll be waiting for about 3 seconds before it restart again. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. Okay, in lesson 4, okay, we will add on a score, okay, and also a timer. All right, so take care. Okay, stay healthy, stay sane. I will see you again in lesson 4. Bye bye.